The New York Jets travel to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Do we care? And what is the result? Find out next. Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video. And yes, we care. It's just, I don't know. I'm not really up for this game. My excitement level is dwindling, and I don't know, kind of just in cruise control mode to the end of the year. Before we get started, just wanted to mention you can follow on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. Also, don't forget to call in, subscribe to Just Jets, all that fun stuff. Really appreciate the love and support there. It's so much fun to do that show each week. And remember, these days it can be hard to find and hire the right candidates for your small business. So that's why LinkedIn made it easier to find the people you want to talk to faster. And guess what? It's for free. Focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience and use screening questions to get your role in front of the most qualified people. That makes sense. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the candidates you want to talk to faster. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/mo. That is linkedin.com/mo to post your job for free. Terms and conditions may apply. So now let's hop into today's episode, which is breaking down the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. You have the Jets at 3-10, who just don't look very good right now. And the Miami Dolphins, well, they started the year awful. They were brutal, but they've won 5 games in a row and are somehow back in the playoff picture mix at 6-7. So here's how these teams rank. On offense, not great. Dolphins 25th. Jets 29th. Defensively, Dolphins are 13th. They're a pretty good defense. Jets, awful, 32. Worst in the league by far, not even remotely close. Now, if you remember back in the end of November, the Dolphins won 24-17. Joe Flacco got the start as they just wanted to go a different direction from Mike White, and I understand it. It was fine. It was whatever. It was just a meh game, and we'll see what happens this time. Obviously, in November, the Jets were at home. This time, they are on the road. I hit it at the top. The Dolphins are playing significantly better football right now. 5 straight wins, and a big part of that is because Tua is playing significantly better than what he was earlier in the year. Over the last 3 games, he has 5 passing touchdowns to just 1 interception, a 108.2 rating, and he's completing 80% of his passes. He's been extremely accurate, especially over the last few games here. And he's been over 250 passing yards in those games. So for their perspective, it's good to see Tua coming around, and he is playing better football at the right time as they are trying to get back in the race here in the AFC, which pretty much every single team except for the Jaguars, Texans, and Jets are still involved. Go figure. But they have an outside chance at making the playoffs, so they have a ton to play for. Can the Jets play spoiler? That's one of the things that I would be looking forward to. Are the Jets going to be able to spoil this one for the Miami Dolphins and potentially spoil their playoff hopes? And it's entirely possible. It could be. I don't know if I'm hold off, I guess, on me giving you the answer there if I'm picking them or not, but it would be nice to play spoiler against a divisional opponent. And how about winning a game against a divisional opponent? They're 0 for their last 10 in the division. Like, it's just, it's so frustrating. I know this team's bad, but it's like they create new levels to be bad. So here's a reason why I think the Jets defense will struggle, not just because they're not any good, but they're going up against a very mobile quarterback. They struggled against a mobile quarterback last week. Tua's a much better passer than Taysom Hill. Mike Gesicki, they're not going to be able to cover. They really weren't able to last time, but it's just they haven't been able to cover a tight end since 2010, so that's nothing new. On to the New York Jets side of things, we'll start positive. Michael Carter is back, which is a huge help because the Jets were with Ty Johnson and LaMichael Pirine, and that was a significant step down from Carter and Tevin Coleman. I was surprised Coleman was running like it was 2016 before getting hurt, so that was good to see, but unfortunately he's always hurt and he's getting up there in age. Carter being back should help in both the rushing attack and in the pass game. Like, he is not going to drop those balls that Ty Johnson was dropping, and that's going to be a nice safety blanket for Zach Wilson. Unfortunately, you're not going to see Elijah Moore back yet, which would be really nice, but Tyler Kroft, and yes, I'm mentioning Tyler Kroft as a good thing, is coming back. So that might be a little bit of a safety blanket in front for Zach Wilson to get involved in the offense. The last time against Miami, Joe Flacco looked pretty good. He was okay. It was nothing spectacular. It wasn't awful. He was just steady. He was solid. And Zach Wilson, unfortunately, is coming off a tough game against the Saints. He didn't play very well at all. He had some numbers in garbage time to get him up over 200 yards, but it really wasn't a good performance from Zach Wilson. One positive spin, he didn't have any turnovers, so that's kind of my goal for him in this game against Miami, and I just want him to focus on hitting the little stuff. In these 4 games, it's okay if there's some game management in there, and it's just like not a lot of turnovers, hitting all the easy stuff that's in front of him. I don't necessarily need those crazy throws where it's the rollout bomb to Corey Davis for the touchdown like against Tennessee. I'm talking more like first half against the Philadelphia Eagles where it was just kind of getting in rhythm. Nothing too complicated, but just really making smart decisions with the football. So, I'll go 22 of 34, which is right around 63, 64 completion percentage. Didn't do the math. 225 for yardage. So that's solid. It's not phenomenal by any stretch of the imagination, but it's steady. And I'll go 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. I'll say the 1 touchdown goes to Tyler Kroft in his return, actually. And I think the Jets will get 1 other rushing touchdown as well from Michael Carter. The Dolphins are really good at getting after the quarterback, so Zach Wilson has to be careful. At times, he could hold on to the ball for too long. He could take sacks, so he's going to have to kind of get the ball out quickly. The Jets are going to have to get him in a rhythm to start, so we'll see what Mike LaFleur dials up. LaFleur, even though they struggled offensively against the Saints, I thought he called a good game. He has been extremely, extremely good ever since he moved up to the booth weeks ago now at this point around Halloween time. So I think, he calls a pretty good game. I don't know if I'm going to pick the Jets in this one. I think they struggle. I'm taking the Dolphins to win this game 30-17. So I'm also taking the Dolphins -10. Yes, that's a big number, but the Jets defense has just shown me absolutely nothing to indicate that they're going to be able to stop the Miami Dolphins. I hope that I'm wrong, but until proven otherwise, I am picking against this team unless they play the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is next week. So spoiler alert, probably going to take the Jaguars unless something crazy happens this week. But Dolphins are the better team right now. They're better on offense. They're better on defense. I think they win, and I think they win by 10 or more than 10 at that point, and they cover the number. So let's see who Casey likes, and we'll take it from there. Shocking. To the left she goes. She likes the away team. Jets +10. Both of us had the Saints last week, so I am 5-7-1 against the spread. Casey is 6-6-1. So we'll see if I inch back closer to 500 or where I'm at. I would love for the Jets to win the game outright. Again, that's what I'm rooting for. I'm not rooting for a tank. I'm rooting for these young guys to look better week over week and see signs of progression. And I mean, this one in particular, win a goddamn divisional game for me one time. I am absolutely rooting for that to be the case. Does it happen? Don't know, but we'll have to kind of sit back, wait, and see. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this matchup. Are the Jets going to be able to win on the road? Do they steal one from the Dolphins, or do they get their doors blown off? That's it for me. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time.